What's up, guys? So, I have been doing a Pokédex challenge that originally started out as as a 151 challenge, but I was like, you know what? Why stop there? Let's just do the whole thing. I think there's like 1,020 something Pokemon, but I just wanted to make this video real quick to do just like I'm gonna try to do like by region. So this is gonna be Gen 1, so this is gonna be the first 151, and then so on. But I just wanted to do it since I've got it finished now. And then as I finish each region, I'll kind of do a video and try to be better about recording them and uploading them. But I'm going to try to go through this pretty quick and kind of just talk about some of the cards. Some of them were kind of cool and some of them were just cheap, nothing special. But what I like about them, some of them, obviously, I've either liked the artwork or they're like rare or, something like that. But, so, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. So, some of these cards are from like some of the original, lots that I bought off Facebook last year that I ended up getting a couple of different collections, and they found their way in here. I'm gonna try to like make note of like the OG cards that I've had from my original collection. I never got around to doing an original collection. It's scattered out all of my cards at this point. So, but we've got a couple of base set 2. This was a Crystal Guardians. This was actually the first card that I bought from a shop for I think like 15 bucks, which is crazy. I never imagined spending even that much on a card. And then from here we've got more. So a lot of these cards are actually found from like vintage stock, going through like the 10-cent bins, which has been really cool to find. And obviously I do buy and try to flip a few cards here and there. It's not like a full-time thing. It's just kind of like, see what we can find. And if we find something cool, we either keep it, or if we don't need it or want it, we just try to sell it or trade it. But so for the Raichu, I actually ended up using like the Alolan Raichu because I thought it was cooler versus the actual Raichu. Oh, and the Pidgey over here is it's a Delta species. That was a vintage 10-cent bin find. And there's a base set Pikachu. It's not the red cheeks, but still cool to have some of these older cards in here for this challenge. And I'm gonna do my best to not ramble, but I'm gonna try to make note of some of these cards because each of them have a little bit of a story behind them. Alolan Sandslash. I used that one because, I don't know, I just like the Alolan version versus the actual OG Sandslash. And some of these were like eBay auctions because there was no way I was going to find like a Nidoking. Honest, I've been looking, just did not have luck. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to eBay. I think we got it for like two bucks, I think. I mean, it was actually cheap, surprisingly. But that's from Evolutions. Let's see, nothing crazy here. Vulpix is a base set, I think. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to remind myself to flip through this as I go. Meowth is a Delta species. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool to see how many like vintage cards I have in here now. And this has been a fun challenge. It's like you don't realize how many Pokemon there are until you're like trying to do some sort of challenge like this. And so Alakazam from is the promo card from Scarlet and Violet, but that was a trade that we got at a card show with me and the kids did. And then Machamp V was a cool one. That was an eBay win. That was actually when I was looking at like before I even did like this challenge. I was looking at cards like that Machamp is the one I would want if I did like a challenge like this. And finally just pulled the trigger and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this challenge. It's gonna take some time, but it's been fun. It's been fun putting older cards and some of the artworks on here too. It's really cool. I never imagined having Ghastly and Haunter, like, that's a base set 2 and a base set. Gengar is actually probably one of my top favorite Pokemon. I know that's a lot of people's, but I don't know. It just seems like a really funny Pokemon and mischievous Pokemon, playing pranks on people. And so if you guys have like a favorite Pokemon, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, and I'll try to read through some of them, and I like to reply. I like to see what people's favorite Pokemon is, because everyone's gonna be different, and I think that's what's cool, because, you know, there's certain things that draw you to a Pokemon, and Gengar for me is one of those that's like, it's just silly. It's, you know, jokes around with people and whatnot. This Chansey I actually thought was really cool. This one, I know it's nothing special, but the artwork, there's a little, I don't know if hopefully it shows up on the camera, but there's like a little Squirtle cup. And I was like, you know what? I have other Chanseys, but I was like, that one is the one that's going to go in here, because, I don't know, that artwork I just really thought was really cool. Let's see. So some of these cards you guys have probably seen in shorts. Obviously, this Lapras. This one I actually got in a collection. One of the collections I got last year. This Eevee is a Destined Rivals promo. Or no, Scarlet and Violet promo. Well, it was in one of the blister packs for the Destined Rival packs that I think I actually made a short on. So this Vaporeon. Excuse me. I'm still getting over some sickness. This Vaporeon is actually one of my original OG cards, and it's a reverse holo from the E-Reader series. I don't remember. Is it Sandstorm, I think? I can't remember. But apparently that card's actually, like, I guess worth a lot. But, you know, I never really was, like, a big, like, evolution person. But it's crazy to see what some of these older cards go for. And yeah, the Kabuto is not it's not first edition. It's just from Fossil. But if you guys if you guys know what I'm talking about Kabuto King. Buying all the first edition Kabutos. But I think we're kind of finally coming to the end of the first 151. Hopefully this isn't a try to not make this a super long video. I don't think you guys want to be here for 30 minutes, but really, I mean, a lot of these were either purchased from eBay or from just 10-cent bins at card shops, which has been, like, the Zapdos was actually from a collection I bought. Dragonite was from a collection too. Moltres was a, oh gosh, 10-cent bind. So was this Mew, which is a tournament card, and I don't know if it's worth anything. It was just a cool find. I was trying to find a Mew for this challenge, and I was gonna use my movie promo for the Mewtwo, but I may go and swap it since I've already put some of my original cards in here. But then there's the Japanese Team Rocket's Articuno. I actually really like that artwork. That's really cool. That would be cool to find. My kids have actually found some really cool, like, EX cards and stuff like that in 10-cent bins. And I'm like, man, you guys are good at finding cards. Obviously, this is getting into the Johto region, but yeah, there's the first 151. And I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and other videos, but I'm going to try to be better about just uploading them and not spending so much time trying to make them perfect and edit them, because that's just how I am, unfortunately, because I know how to do all this stuff, and I'm also like, if the video's entertaining, that's all that matters. And if it gets the point across and people enjoy it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And I know I have a ring binder, and that's bad binder behavior, but for this big of a challenge, it's what I've got, because I can add pages to it as I go. But the next video, as soon as I get the second generation finished, I will make a video on that. And hopefully this video wasn't too long and you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, maybe be sure to like and subscribe. And again, comment your favorite Pokemon down below. I'd love to see some of y'all's. And I'll see you guys in the next one.